Thank you so much. Welcome to the first ever edition of the Web3 Pitch Arena, where startups meet VCs, and you will find the best of the best projects for the stars of the AdLunam ecosystem in this room today. This is the first edition that we are having. We're very, very excited to have this. It's the first of many that we have because of all the projects that are there with AdLunam. And of course, to get this show on the road, to proceed with our event today, I'd like to call on the Caesarissa of today's event, if you will, the co-founder of AdLunam, the host of the Future of NFTs. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Let's welcome Mathieu Bester. Mathieu, over to you.
Hey everyone, wonderful to be here and great to see such an amazing turnout. So yeah, hello from a perpetually hot Dubai. I'm Mathieu Bester, co-founder of AdLunam, the Web3's first engage to earn investment platform. And I am extremely thrilled to have you join us today for the inaugural AdLunam Web3 Pitch Arena, an event, as Jervis says, where startup dreams meet venture capital reality. And I think we are all here because we believe in the same thing. Web3 is the future of the internet, and sooner or later, blockchain is going to rule the world. At AdLunam, our mission has always been to help early stage startups find the funding that they need to hit their stride. And this is really exactly what today is all about. The whole idea behind the Web3 Pitch Arena is to connect startups to investors, at least, to startups that are creating innovative and disruptive Web3 projects. And so I'm very happy to have here with us some of AdLunam's investor network and ecosystem partners. In order to kick things off, I want to start by introducing the panel of judges that we have on the call today. They will be responsible for picking the winner of the pitching session. And then after the fact, AdLunam will be making personal introductions between VCs and the projects that they are interested in investing in. So to get the ball rolling, I am going to introduce you to these expert VCs in the Web3 space, all who are looking for startups that have the potential to make a big impact. From OIG, Oracle Investment Group, we have Ragnar Persson, Director and of the Investment Committee at OIG, who's been in the industry, in the blockchain industry for the past 8 years, prior to that in private equity. And OIG, of course, is a venture capital firm with a distinct focus on the domains of decentralized finance, metaverse development, blockchain gaming, and the intricate infrastructure that underpins these domains. They have signed partnerships with other industry leaders such as Binance Labs, Animoca Brands, Hashkey, Draper Dragon, Republic, Coinless, Huobi Ventures, KuCoin, Bybit, OKX, Kraken, Crypto.com, the list goes on. From Gaines Associates, we have Ebenezer Tenkorang, or also known as Nana, been in the crypto industry for 4 years, head of KOL relations. And Gaines, of course, is the largest and oldest decentralized VC in crypto with an absolutely unmatched track record in terms of decentralized VCs goes. Over 5 years in the industry, over 200 projects invested in, including Avalanche, Hashgraph, Quant Network, Reef, Persistent One, Blocktopia, CryoWar, etc. And then we also have from Atesis Capital, Mathieu Mingant, the CEO. Mathieu started his own business at the age of 17 for the first time, studied finance and banking, and as Atesis Capital, they are an Australian VC that provides capital and strategic guidance to blockchain startups. They've worked not only within the blockchain space, but also with renowned firms such as IBM, AWX, Accenture, and JP Morgan. So, Jervis, with that, I'm going to hand over to you for some housekeeping. Last but not least, before I do that, I would like to send out a very warm and special shout out to today's sponsor, Hacken. I think we all know Hacken as being a very trusted blockchain security auditor. Over 60 certified engineers. Hacken offers all aspects related to blockchain security, like smart contract audits, blockchain protocol audits, DApp audits, penetration testing, and CCSS audits. And representing Hacken today is Igor Bishadsky, the Director of Business Development and Partnerships. So Very, very happy to have Hacken sponsor this event. And yeah, guys, handing it over to Jervis. We've got 5 projects lined up today. So to make sure that we all have time for a coffee or champagne break afterwards, let's quickly go through some housekeeping considerations.
Thank you, Mathieu. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have shared before the rules of the pitch day. Participants will have 5 minutes to present their project to our panel of investors. When your time is up, the little Zoom elves will come in and mute your mic, so you will know exactly that your time is up. And of course, there will be an applause that goes out from the audience. It will immediately open up the investors who will be able to ask questions. We would like to keep this within 3 minutes so that we can maximize and make the most efficient use of the time for the projects. Of course, further details, we will be connecting the projects with the VCs. We can continue that conversation post the event as well. We have 5 projects here today, so in the interest of time, let's go ahead, get the show on the road, keep to time as much as possible. And towards the end, we will of course be announcing a winner, and the privilege will be given to who will win the spectacular prize from our sponsors today, Hacken. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know how this works. And Mathieu, over to you. Take it away.
All right, awesome. So time to get the show on the road. I think before we get started, I just want to give a really special shout out to each of the projects here with us today. As founders ourselves, we are intimately familiar with the beautiful highs and the very painful lows of startup life. And yeah, let's face it, fundraising in a bear market is way more difficult in every single sense than doing it in a bull market. So kudos to everyone here for doing what you are doing, keeping at it despite all of the challenges that we are facing as an industry at the moment. So without further ado, I would like to welcome to the stage Velera, our first project of the day, co-founders Micah, Ardayfio and Venkat Prasad. So guys, please take it away. Very excited to hear from you today.
Micah, yes, you all should have the ability to share screen now. Go ahead.
All right, perfect. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we see it.
Let me bring it up. Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Venkat, and I'm going to be presenting with Micah on Velera, which is the first completely decentralized internet. I'm going to start the intro while Micah will take on a later section. So we're building the first end-to-end completely decentralized internet solution. Now, the vision almost seems audacious, but the vision was formed based on the mission that we started about 3 years ago, which was to provide a global platform that allows every person in the world to have access of information and freely connect with each other. Every person should be able to participate in a global economy and be able to express their ideas, creativity through exchange of information, products, and services, and all of this without a cost to our privacy. So we filed three patents, provisional patents, during our research and development, but the system will be built on a completely open source code. Now, due to various reasons throughout history, we've had the need for centralized systems to govern us, primarily due to the lack of trust. Centralized systems were needed to build that trust. However, with recent innovations in technology, we're now at a turning point where a scalable, decentralized, and fully secure system can be built. There are many decentralized solutions out there, but they're all built on centralized infrastructure. And these solutions don't necessarily solve real-world problems, which Micah would go ahead and talk about.
All right. Yeah. Next slide, please. Okay, keep it in. Oh, thanks. Okay, so the main problems we're addressing within centralization is the first one is the cybersecurity issues of centralization on the internet. It sets up very contained networks that have single point of failures, which is dangerous for all types of international cybersecurity, business cybersecurity. Just the architecture, the way it's set up, it's prone to cyber attacks, and we wanted to fix that. The next one is privacy. You have these large companies controlling lots of users' data, information, and as we have put more of our data online, integrate technology more with our lives, the risks of that potential privacy violation becomes worse and worse. And then lastly, we wanted to address the scalability of centralization. Without massive distributed computing, it sort of limits the scale of the internet and how much we can tie that into our lives. Next slide, please. Okay, so how we do this is we have 3 layers: a connection layer, a data layer, and an algorithm layer. And these layers were designed for end-to-end decentralized communication and able to complete any data processes, tying together people, the virtual world, and the physical world. And using these 3, you can set up all types of systems, smart cities, Internet of Things infrastructure, without relying on any centralized services. This is not available at all on the market because every single decentralized solution is normally built on centralized infrastructure or relies on it in some way. So yeah, next slide, please. So we have over like 9 different technologies that we use. These are 3 of the ones that we highlighted. We spent around 3 years of research and development working with accredited researchers to develop these state-of-the-art concepts and develop them. So first, we have a new mesh network topology, new security protocols, new privacy protocols. Then our flagship and what we'll be developing first is we designed a new 4th-gen blockchain with a patent-pending consensus algorithm. We redesigned the consensus algorithm to be more secure, scalable, and decentralized. And this would compete with the large blockchains like Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin. And then lastly, in sort of the algorithm layer, we designed a new way for how to process artificial intelligence in a way that lends to more intelligent models over the internet. Next slide. All right. So what this creates is we have these 3 layers that comprise a whole list of services. And all these services ensure that anyone using internet infrastructure, if they want to use decentralized infrastructure, can use our platform for end-to-end growth. And every single one of these has microtransactions, which gives back revenue to the company. And we additionally have a Hydra router, which is similar to Helium. This is a router that people can buy to accelerate the network growth, but it's not necessarily restricted to it. And we're device agnostic, so you can join with your smartphone or anything. Thank you. You can take it over, Venkat.
30 seconds.
Did you want to talk?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So our last thing is we have a cryptocurrency built on our blockchain, and this has banking features, voting power, and of course, the advantages of our blockchain. So fast transaction time, absolute finality. And what this does is we are able to have decentralized transactions, as well as ensuring that the value of the cryptocurrency is ensured by being backed up by actual services that generate revenue.
Micah, I'm sorry, that's all the time we have. That's 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, we now open the floor to the investors. I'd like to ask the tech team to take care of that, please.
Yeah, could you give me a bit of, could y'all give us a bit of information of like how your token is constructed and sort of what the utility of it is?
Okay, so the basic first function is as a cryptocurrency. So of course, normal cryptographic transactions, and then also as a payment system for all the services that you saw there. So whether you want to do decentralized computing, you want to use a mesh network, all of those would be in transactions with the cryptocurrency. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions?
And what's your valuation, let's say at the IDO stage, and what is it right now? Yeah, I mean a fully diluted valuation.
Venkat, did you want to take over tie into the slides of our market projections and stuff?
Let me share my screen. So with the market evaluation specifically, right now, since we haven't developed the prototype, I want to say that our market evaluation is basically on the IP, and what we're looking at is about, before the prototype, we're looking at about, I want to say pre-money evaluation specifically would be about 5 million at this moment. But at the top, if you're able to build a prototype, then that evaluation would definitely be higher, because then we can definitely higher. So right now, pre-money evaluation would be 5 million, if I want to say.
So are you doing a raise on equity or tokens? Because as far as I understood earlier, you mentioned tokens.
So right now we are open to both, because right now we are just a nonprofit. We have not set up a C corporation, which is possibility. We have not decided on that. We are waiting to onboard a first investor, be flexible to work with them and to see what's feasible for the project or best for the project. So both are open right now, equity or tokens.
Yeah, so with reference to tokens, what is your fully diluted valuation? So it's known as an FDV. Presumably you'd have one at the current stage, which would be a seed round, and or private, and then finally your ideal round would be different, because that would be sort of part of your tokenomics.
Right. So we did have. Let me see if I can pull that up. Micah, did you want to talk about that?
So we haven't put our token on the market yet, so we haven't. We don't have all the tokenomics specifically figured out. We've more focused on developing the architecture and consensus behind the token mechanics. And then when we bring on our first large investor, then we can decide more closely about what that distribution would look like and what's the larger market caps and such would be.
Understood. But you should definitely, construct your tokenomics before you go to an investor, because that's the basis on which they're investing. They'll be looking at your tokenomics. They'll be looking at your, your valuations of seed, private, public, kind of how those evolve. And that's sort of an essential, component of making a decision if it's a tokenomics based and token based investment.
Okay, very quickly, I'd like to invite Mathieu or Nana or Ragnar, if you've got further questions, so that we can stick to time.
Yeah, I had a quick question. I actually had two questions. So you guys mentioned that you're solving the blockchain trilemma. I'm assuming you're building an L1 chain. Is that correct to say?
Yeah. So we're building. It's essentially a layer 2 and a layer 1. So we have dual chain, but we are solving the blockchain trilemma with that.
Okay.
So it has all the latest features. So scalability, we should have over 100,000 transactions per second, more decentralized resources, and then high security, post-quantum cryptography, as well as absolute finality. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. That makes sense. My second question was, I saw you had a slide, you had ICP. I'm pretty familiar with ICP. I know the team pretty well, but I was wondering, how would you say you compare to ICP?
Okay, that's a great slide right there. So ICP doesn't completely decentralize the entire internet stack. They only take a couple layers of that. They have computing modules. We looked at their thing, but the thing that's really unique about Velera is we're the first completely decentralized. So we're going all the way to the lower level consensus mechanisms. We're going all the way to the IP packets and how those are encrypted, whether those rely on centralization, all the way to the end of the network. And then additionally, of course, we have innovations in our blockchain, which would make them better than them. So yeah.
All right. Thanks, Micah.
All right. Thank you.
Super. So Ragnar, Nana, if you have any questions.
Yeah, I have one. Yeah,
So
go ahead.
you can go before me. That's right.
Yeah, it's you know, I've probably seen 5,000 presentations over the last couple of years, 5 years, and I never seen a project with this scope. This is probably the biggest scope of any project that I ever seen. So for me, it's very how can I say? It's almost too big, because how can you build this? You need so much resources, and then you're asking for 500K. So for me, you know, right now it's very it's a vision you have investigated, but it definitely needs we need more time to understand it, because of course potential is gigantic if you can pull something like this off, but you're basically building the whole blockchain from again, right? So yeah, I mean, it's very big.
So,
It's almost too big. You know, I never seen a project with this scope. So,
well, you have to understand one thing is that inevitably we are going to have a decentralized network, and so people are going to have a centralized network that they could choose, or a decentralized network that they could choose, or both. And this is going to happen in the near future. And Velera is going to be one of the first ones to do it. In fact, I predict you're going to be the fastest company to reach $1 trillion market cap in the history. I mean, think like JP Morgan time, right? But the way we're going to do it is very simple, because we're going to start generating revenue even before we launch the product through the sale of NFT domains and pre-sales of the router. And this should create a buzz in the market. And then the launch would be phase-wise, because the first phase, we are looking to onboard enterprise clients to secure their IoT networks, because right now about 98% of IoT networks are unsecured.
Venkat, I'm sorry, I'm going to need you to compress that because we're flat out of time. I will, however, allow Nana to finish that, and then we can connect the two of you to take that question forward. Nana, if you'd like to ask a question briefly, and Venkat, if you could keep that answer as brief as possible so that we can move on to the next project.
All right, I'm going to keep this brief. You guys are working on a very ambitious project. Keep going. Okay, so a quick question. Upside funds, what else do you seek from investors?
Because Micah has developed the complete architecture by himself, and I come with a 16 years of experience in business and IT, implementing large-scale software for enterprise clients. We need the funds to get a team to start developing it and build the prototype within the next 6 to 8 months. And once the prototype is successful, we can start building the other layers automatically. So we are like a one-stop shop, and all we're looking for right now is funding to expand our team to get it developed. All the research and research has already been validated.
Okay, so aside funds, you don't need anything from VCs. You don't need your connections to other people. You just need the money.
Right. I mean, obviously, there is going to be part of business development and partnerships that are going along the way, right? But that's we're always happy to have people to give us advice and all of that. But right now, from a founder's perspective, we both are solid.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. All right. Nathan, I'm going to invite you back to introduce our next project. Thank you so much, Team Velera. Over to you, Nathan.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. So up next is PantherQuant, and this is Chandni Shah, the co-founder. Chandni, please take it away.
Hello. Hi, Nadia. Thank you. Thank you, JP. Thank you, Jason, for this opportunity. And I'm very happy presenting what we are building in front of all of you. So assuming that you all have traded at one point of time in your life, what I'll say next is going to be very relatable to you. That is the pain and agony of a trader while he's trading in this highly volatile, highly unpredictable cryptocurrency market, which runs 24/7 like a machine gun, right? Like hours and hours of sitting and staring at a screen. just looking for that perfect entry into a trade or perfect exit from a trade, but seldomly one reaches that point. And it's not just about that, but it's also about the human errors, the lack of consistency, the lack of accessibility, scalability, emotional decisions that a human makes while trading in this market. So if you see it, if you come to think of it, the life of crypto trader is like less and less gorgeous and more abysmal, right? But what if I say that, imagine there's a platform that works like a magic wand on all these problems and offers a lot more that has ever existed in the cryptocurrency market for the professional traders or for the traders who have just begin their journey in this market. So this is what we are building. This exact magic wand is what we are building at PantherQuant. I like to share my screen now for you to. Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Yes. So PantherQuant is a no-code algo trading platform. It leverages the the machine learning algorithms and the artificial intelligence technology to help the traders make an informed decision before they execute a trading strategy. As I said, it's a no-code platform, so you do not have to know any kind of coding skills for using our platform. The trader can create, backtest, hyper-optimize their strategy over historical data as well as live market before executing their strategy. And this is the only platform that offers an NFT marketplace for the traders to convert their trading strategies into NFTs and lease out to other traders on the platform. This creates a passive income for the professional traders on the platform. Apart from that, it also has a fantasy trading league. So it's a kind of P2E, that's play to earn feature of the platform, where there would be daily, hourly, and weekly leagues, fantasy leagues. Traders would come, they would build their portfolio, they would get virtual stable coins and currencies to play, like that's to buy and sell crypto. There will be various games, they have to trade and rank higher, top the leaderboard, and they would be getting rewards. So this is like a fun way to earn and learn trading into crypto. We also have DEX arbitrage and harvest finance on DeFi protocols. That is automating the DEX arbitrage trading, as well as automating the yield swaps and yield trading on DeFi protocols.
1 minute left.
Yeah. We are all inclusive, that is experienced traders as well as inexperienced traders or who are just beginning, or everyone is our user. We have a classic business model, which has a subscription, transaction, licensing, white labeling, data analytics, and a freemium model as well. We would be not generating any revenue for the first 6 months, but then we will slowly and gradually have revenue after 6 months of launching the platform. We have a very high unique selling point over our competitors. And right now we are raising funds in our seed, and we are beta ready. Our valuation for the seed round is $4 million, which we would be allocating to team building, operations, marketing, and product development. This is our token vesting schedule. We have a very accomplished team of with 37 years of combined relevant experience. We have a few of the finest advisors on our board of advisory, and few of the finest partners and backers backing us, including Polygon Studio, Shisha Finance, and we are in the ecosystem of AdLunam. We have successfully completed the 8 quarters of 21 and 2022, and have entered 23 with seed round in progress and the beta launch just coming around the corner. So yeah, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to take them. Thank you.
Okay, opening the round to the investor panel to ask questions as they would like.
Yeah, I might go first. Thanks for the presentation. I thought it was pretty interesting. I quite like the twist of being able to create your own NFT based on your trading strategy. I haven't really seen that before. But I think a big thing for me is more than 90% of day traders don't actually really make any money. And that percentage only gets higher in a bear market. So I guess my question is, what's going to happen if no one strategy is really working well? Does that just mean no NFTs are getting sold on the marketplace?
Okay, so this is a very interesting question, and we also had contemplated with this, but we got the solution with Filecoin. So they have a feature where we can the NFTs that would be created that would be mutable. So the creator who has created the NFT, it won't be sold on the NFT marketplace. It's a fractionalized NFT. So multiple people can come and they can put their money on the trading strategy that's running. But the NFT is also mutable. So for example, after 15 days, if the market is not in the same condition that it was 15 days before, the creator can change the metadata of the NFT and keep it up to market, up to date with the market conditions at that point of time. So an NFT will be relevant at any point of time given the market conditions because it's mutable.
Okay. And is the NFT, is that going to be one of the main sources of revenue within your model?
So one of the main sources of revenue is the transaction fees that we would take, the platform fees that we would be taking from the taking on each transaction. That's the main revenue for the platform. So the higher the volume, the higher revenue for the platform. The second is this is the primary source. The secondary is subscription through staking. So the tokens will be staked on the platform so that the users will have, or the traders will have access to the different tiers on the platform. And according to the tiers, they will be able to use the features. And as you know, as I said, that there would be licensing, and there would be white labeling, there would be selling the data and analytics to the hedge funds and institutional financial institutions. So these are the other forms of revenue, but the main is platform transaction fees and exchange broker fees.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Feel free to jump in, Ragnar, Nana, Jason.
Sure. I'm curious what your customer acquisition strategy is. How are you going to sort of target people and get them to join the platform?
Yes, sure. So I'm sorry I skipped this because I just heard there was only 1 minute left. Yeah, we have to acquire the customers. That's the go-to-market strategy. So first of all, what the traders lack right now is a seamless user experience on the trading platforms that are there. They are not, self-explanatory. So that's one thing that we want to give to the traders to attract more and more users for the platform. The other is global trading communities outreach. That is, we would be approaching trading communities globally, and we also have advisors on our panel, like Scott Kelly from US. He's the CEO of Black Dog Venture Partners, and he has a very vast traders network, which he would be leveraging to us. Apart from that, we have cross-marketing with our strategic partners. We have content marketing and PR campaigns. We have cross-chain functionality. We have also integrated Chainlink with us. We have affiliate programs. We have reward schemes. Plus, as I said, there is a fantasy trading league feature that is there on the platform where traders can, they just have to trade in a stimulated environment, but they would be getting rewards in actual crypto. So that is also an attraction point for bringing more and more traders to the platform.
Super. Ragnar, Nana, questions?
Okay, I missed some part of your presentation, so you probably said something about my question. Who are you working on this project with, and why did you choose to work with them? Usually, I have this notion that a great team can take a normal idea and make it a great idea, right? So who is working on this with you, and why did you choose to work with them?
Okay, so I have been trading into crypto like 5 years, and in India, it's not that easy to trade in crypto. I'm talking about like 2016, 17, and my co-founder, Manav Bajaj, we have been working like way before that because I'm a lawyer in litigation and blockchain. And he's a serial entrepreneur, and before we came into this venture, he had a platform which was connected consumers and lawyers together. So I know him since like more than 10 years now. How we came to this idea was when we were trading, the pain and agony that I was talking about, we've gone through this, like missing that opportunity. Like it doesn't seem like a big thing, but when it's a amount and it's a decent amount that you invest, it's heartbreaking, the loss that we make, right? So the idea was actually not to make this commercial. We just were finding a solution for ourselves, and then when we hit it, we thought that this is something that could like benefit everyone else. This should not just be limited to us. So then we decided to come out with PantherQuant.
Thank you. That's great. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ragnar, if you have a question, very quickly so that we can maintain time. Okay, I'll take that as a no. Maybe we can connect later if there are further questions. Mathieu, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chandni. So next up, we have Polycruz, Mitesh Patel, who is the founder and CEO. Take it away, Mitesh.
Let me share my screen first. Yeah, just a second. Hello, everyone. Myself, Mitesh Patel. I am founder and CEO of the Polycruz project. Discover the new horizon with Polycruz, the game-changing NFT platform. Polycruz is a suite of tools designed to be an end-to-end solution for any buyers and sellers of NFTs. Polycruz gives buyers and sellers of NFT comprehensive package of resources to manage the entire process. There are numbers of problems in NFT ecosystems. Complicated lack of transparency, education, lack of token utility incentives, lack of all brand analytical data, trading experience, difficult to find base investment opportunity, and there is a coding for NFT minting, NFT fraud, and many more problems is there. Before the Polycruz, you can see there is for the NFT research, users are just browsing Nansen, IC Tool, JM, CryptoSlam for NFT minting, cross-mint, Nifty, Third Wave, fundraising, CDFI, Engine Starter, DAO Maker, and NFT trading, OpenSea, Blur, X2Y2, and LooksRare. But after the Polycruz solution for the NFT research, we offering Polygator, NFT minting, Polymint, and fundraising, Polypad, and the NFT trading, Polypro, NFT marketplace. These are the four all-in-one ecosystem that we are developing through the Polycruz platforms: Polygator, Polymint, Polypro, Polypad, and Polypro. Why now? Because as I am an NFT trader and NFT seller, and I've been going through this process of navigating the NFT platforms, and I've been because of there is a ton of tools available in markets, and very difficult to navigate all of them for the researching, minting, and the fundraising and the trading NFT data. So, and after I found that there is a past half an years, there's numbers of NFT brands coming, known brands coming to the NFT ecosystems. So that's how that Polycruz helped to find out all the details under the one roof. Here we can find the market size. Right now is 2023 7.4 billion NFT market cap, and by the 2027 is going to increase 125 billion, and by the 2030 is going to be a 211 billion NFT market size. So it's a full opportunity for the NFT ecosystems. And since our roadmap started 2022, we achieved the first goal. And in 2023, we launched our Polygator platform, which is the beta version live on Ethereum chains. And you can find here the experience, the team members. Myself, I'm Mitesh Patel, and founder and CEO. I've been experienced more than 2 years as NFT traders and NFT sellers. And Saurabh and other, the blockchain developers. So it's become like a full experienced team for the Polycruz ecosystem. Also, we have the Web3, the founder and experts and advisors who are, giving advice to the Polycruz ecosystems. Here is a texture of the project, 4.5K follower on Twitter, 5K users on Telegrams, and 300 plus beta users, and beta version is live. And we've done the more than 12 partnerships with the Web3 projects. And this is our go-to-market strategy. We are going to make the full awareness in the market. We will focus on launching the platform first, making the the full awareness. There's a Polycruz introducing this kind of tools and this delivering to the market. And after the consideration, we're going to make the solid website and solid video presentation with the full marketing scale up. And after that, once we have the full market strategy plan with the marketing company, we're going to implement our decision, dropping the massive 1% token and 50K NFT passes airdrop to the experienced NFT traders to bring them on Polycruz ecosystems. Here we have more. And business model, we have the Polygator, which is a subscription-based model, $50 months, and an NFT pass holder can also access that. Polymint have a pay-as-you-go service, $299, $699, and $2,000, and NFT pass holder can access also. Polypad have a tire allocation systems. Based on tire allocation, they get the access of the listed projects. And Polypro services, we are directly competing with the Blur and OpenSea. So we are allowing free of charge. This platform is a zero, the transaction fees for the platform size, and also NFT pass holder can access as well. And tokenomics, you can see there's a Polycruz have a Cruise token and 1 billion token supply. Against 18 million valuation and 97,200 market cap, and total we are raising $2.9 million. We are about to open our first seed round and utility model.
Thank you, Mitesh. That's all the time that we have. Opening the floor now to the investors for questions.
Hi, Mitesh.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm good. I'm going to give you an opportunity to go through your business model again. How do you make money?
Let me go back. Sorry, my. So you can see that we have the Polygator platform, which is the NFT aggregator platform, and this beta version is already live. So we're gonna initial stage, we're gonna start charge only the $50 a month to use our platform, which is the pro services, and the standard services is a free of charge.
Okay, so you have like a freemium model, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
we have a model for the the high for the NFT traders who can get all the kind of exclusive trading data there, and the NFT report as well. And also the Polymint, we have the pay-as-you-go service, standard, gold, and platinums. So standard is the basic features to the launch NFT collection on any platform, so they can utilize the standard service. And the gold have all the feature will be there. But there is apart from the the platinum, on the platinum we are including community management and custom development. But gold is everything pro side, all the feature will be there, and the project management will be there.
Okay, great. Is your product live yet?
We have the beta version live yet. I would like to say.
And how many users
with
do
the
you
screen
have
here?
on the beta?
We have the 300 plus beta user right now.
Okay.
Which we ran the that campaign, and we found that 300 plus beta user right now that we allowing them to just go through testing these our tools and give the feedback us.
Okay.
So this is our beta version live, and you can find all the analytical data here. So you can do on-chain trading as well, swapping, all the functionality there.
Okay.
And
All right. Have you raised any funds from anyone?
No, we haven't started funded yet. So we are about to open our first seed round.
Okay. Okay. All right. Great.
Super. Okay. Mathieu, Jason, go ahead.
Yeah, Mitesh, I've got a couple concerns with this project. So firstly, I think you're trying to do way too many things. You're trying to do a research tool like Nansen, you're trying to do an NFT launchpad, an NFT marketplace. Most projects can't even build one of these successfully, let alone 4 separate platforms that you're building there. So I guess my first question is, respectfully, what makes you guys think you can build out 4 different projects successfully?
That's a good question. We have our own, the IT team. So, and we are confident that we can, that we haven't raised any funded yet, and we are up to now is a bootstrap, and we have successfully launched our beta version. And as soon as we started get funded seed round, we're gonna implement all the rest of the tools with the timeline with our developer teams to that speed up high and deliver to that market before the the public launch of the TG event. So that's our plan, to deliver all the platform before the TG event.
Okay, but how would you compare with someone like Nansen? Like Nansen has over 150 employees. They've one of some of the smartest people, some of the smartest tools. Like realistically at this stage, how could you compare with a platform like that?
We are just offering the NFT services only. And Nansen is offering crypto and NFT both. And we're going to add so much, that analytical data to the, that all the known brands, which right now, the trending in the NFT ecosystems. Right now, I can't find any analytical data on the Nansen for the particular brand. If I show you here on the in the NFT category side, under the IP brands, you only find the trending NFT IP brands. Under single IP click, you just find all the Porsche, Nike, Adidas, all the trending NFT collections. So we would like to not just compete with the Nansen, but they are the aggregator platform of the NFT. So we can say all the the top NFT aggregator, Nansen, IC Tool, you can say the DappRadar and the other CryptoSlam. Those are the that good NFT aggregator. But we wanted to be make it like a more transparent to the all the category wise and the beta within the another one platforms. And we focusing only on NFTs, not on crypto.
Okay, I think my biggest concern is if you're trying to work on too many separate things, each thing's going to turn out to be fairly average. But maybe that's just a personal thing. And my other question, just quickly, how did you come up with a valuation of 18 million? I mean, how many users
Your voice is breaking,
you expected to get?
Your voice is breaking. I can't hear you properly.
Okay.
Your voice is breaking. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Can you repeat this?
That's all right.
Your voice is just breaking down, so I can't hear properly what you're trying to say.
You can move on to the next person. That's okay.
Actually, we can hear you fine. Do you want to try? Sure, go ahead, Jules.
No, sorry, Jason, go ahead.
I was going to say, we can hear you fine. So perhaps, if you asked your question, maybe Jervis, maybe you could type it out and maybe he can respond.
Sure. I'll kind of have to take it off because that's kind of all the time we have, unless you or Ragnar have a quick question to ask Mitesh, and then we can take that one forward.
Yeah, one quick question. Polycruz and everything poly. Of course, we know everybody knows what poly means. It's multi, but is it run on Polygon, or is it just a synonym for running multiple things?
No, we are developing Polygator, Polymint, Polyped, and Polypro on the multi-chain, and we also integrated Polygon as well.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Jason, did you have a question that you wanted to ask? Then that's okay. If not, we'll move on to the next project to maintain the timeline that we need to.
Yeah, let's move on.
Thanks, Jason. All right. Okay, Nadia, over to you to announce the next project.
Thank you very much.
All right, so
guys.
next up we have Pascal Vallat, who is the CEO and co-founder of EarnTV. Pascal, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, thanks for your
Loud
time
and clear.
today. What we build is a decentralized platform named EarnTV. I'm Pascal, the founder and CEO. We are a team of experts of the media industry. We created a decentralized business for right holders, viewers, advertisers, and brands. The slogan is watch, engage, and earn rewards. The platform is built on desktop, on iOS and Android. We are live. What we build is also simple with the offer. We are a media company specialized in advertising VOD and also live channels. The vision of the company is very simple. We perceive a lack of universally beneficial revenue models in this industry, a missing link between audiences and creators, and also the lack of content currently available on decentralized services. Our business is freemium. We propose a free plan and a paid plan. And we also develop a reward system that I will present just after. But what we did is a rewards blockchain platform and also a decentralized storage platform for right holders. We are also currently adding NFTs for watching movies and also NFT gated playlist for the right holders in this industry. By example, like NFT for drama movies and NFT for horror movies. We will do that also. The business opportunity is very big. That's a decentralized blockchain economy for the entertainment industry with streaming fans and also people who want to join the platform in order to exchange with other people, to speak about content, to speak about what they want to see. And for that, we will also include, and that's already live, the EarnTV ChatGPT in order to ask questions about the movies industry, the entertainment industry, and also to ask questions about the content on the platform, and also the question about what they want to see in the future. Our market is about e-commerce and about the entertainment space, donc the OTT space, the over-the-top economy. We will propose the ETV tokens, and we will address these opportunities by launching this consensus-driven platform already live for content owners, advertisers, brands, consumers, and audiences. The ETV tokens will link all these partners. We are freemium. Our business model is based on CPM, the number of views, and we also have a paid plan with SVOD. You will multiply the possibility to earn rewards by 2 with this business model. And in progress, the NFT marketplace for content owners and brands. We will propose, as I told just from the start, token gated playlist that's also developed with OpenSea, our partner. Donc, refer to earn, stream to earn, create to earn, and watch exclusive event. This is already built and live. We propose to watch a minimum of 20 minutes per day or 400 minutes per month. That's the free plan. All made possible by the ETV tokens. The ETV tokens for the entertainment industry and also for the viewers, brands, marketers, and distributors. We will give the possibility to earn rewards for watching advertising, for watching content. For the advertising side, you will have the possibility to watch targeted ads. At the end, the ETV tokens and how tokenomics is really this one, will offer the possibility to watch content and earn rewards, invite your friends and earn rewards. And also for the B2B side, at the right holders will have the library and will earn reward. And advertiser will choose to transact to the platform with the ETV tokens in order to buy advertising. We are premium, we are not TikTok, we are not YouTube, we are premium, we are working with top tier studios, premium movies, premium documentaries, and premium live channels. We are currently adding the live channels, thematic channels about movie, sports, but we are more concentrated on movie from the start. Our partner, Lionsgate, Sony Pictures.
1 minute left.
Yes. Hello?
Sorry, Pascal, I was just sounding off the time. 1 minute left.
Yeah, okay. Partners are very big. Hisense, Xiaomi, Season, LG. We have a lot of partners. And we also have 1,000 euros for storage, for free storage from the start. Our competitor is more Tubi TV and Pluto TV, but we are the best web streaming platform. Actually, we have 5,000 hours of content already signed and 2,000 hours already online. The team, we are a team of experts of the media. My associate, Mariana Danelovic, is member of the TV Awards Academy and Television. Cassino Konopasek is also a team member and a specialist of media. Ivan Tomic, also with us today, our strategic advisor. And also we have a first investor who bought 2% of the company for 300,000 euros. The valuation is 50 million. Our marketing plan is to launch our marketing with Cointelegraph. We are partner of the startup Cointelegraph startup program. They selected us just 10 days ago. We will profit of $1,000 dollars for the launch. They decided to launch EarnTV and to develop the business.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's all the time that we have for the presentations. Opening the question and answer round to the investment panel.
Pascal, you mentioned your valuation is 15 million. Is that a equity valuation? Is that a token valuation? What is that? What is that based on? How'd you come up with that number?
This is an equity valuation because for the moment we didn't launch the token. The token metrics are here. We are looking to raise a minimum of $150,000 for the angel round. Yes, but for the moment we are on testnet with the token. And we will launch the token before the summer or the 1st of July. We are currently developing this launch with IDO exchange. Yeah, we didn't launch the token. The valuation is based on the 2% for 300,000 euros acquired by V2Soft, $70 million company by year who backed us, who built the product with us. And definitely we have an excellent technical team with us, also an excellent team of experts, and that's how we develop the business. Our first incubator was Ferro Network. They're 1 year ago, and now we are live since 3 weeks now on desktop and 2 weeks, exactly 10 days on iOS and Android. And we already have users. We already have 1,000 users in only 1 week, thanks to our communication on Telegram. We post 20 posts about Bitcoin, the hand of money, etc. Only excellent premium documentaries about crypto, and we get directly 1,000 users with 20 posts on social networks. That's very interesting to see that we can create a larger community in this space in order to develop the business with token-gated playlist for specific thematic. That's also what we are currently developing with OpenSea. And yes, we will launch this business with NFT and token-gated playlist very soon also. We need to recruit 6 people with this money. Donc we are looking to raise $2.2 USD. But yes, the angel round is about 150,000.
Okay. The rest of the investor panel, Mathieu, Dana, Ragnar.
Yeah, I might just jump in quickly. I love movies, Pascal. So I do like this sort of idea. You might have already explained this, but you said you have a freemium version and then you've got a paid plan. Is the paid plan your only source of revenue?
No, because we just launched Stripe implementation. We finished this last weekend, and the idea with the paid plan is to be active in a few days only. But the idea also with this paid plan will be to propose a premium plan with exclusive content and live channels. The live channels from our partner will be included in this plan. The free offer will be with all our advertising VOD content already uploaded. And with the paid plan, you will have the possibility to multiply by 2 the number of tokens win every month. The basic plan is 7 tokens per day for a minimum of 20 minutes per day, and the maximum of tokens is 200 tokens for 400 minutes per month. With the paid plan, you will multiply by 2 this business. And with this token, very important, you will have the possibility to change this ETB token, the utility token of the entertainment, in fiat currency or in cashback from your favorite brands or gift cards from your favorite brands. We sign a global deal with a partner for that. Yes, we also develop a reserve for them in order to give them access to the liquidity pool in order to develop cashback and gift card. That's also a new business for this space, for this industry.
Excellent.
I'd like to add a couple of points. I'm one of the advisors on this project, which is very important for everybody to hear. This project is basically a hybrid between Pluto TV, if anybody knows, and obviously Netflix type of a business plan combined into crypto. What we mean by that is we have VOD, video on demand content, that is nobody else has in crypto, and many of these streaming platforms don't even come close. The majority of the deals that we have implemented are basically very close to having on the level of Netflix or stuff like that in the content, the amount of hours. If you think about what 5,000 hours of content means, divide that by 24 hours, and you can just, your head's going to start spinning how many hours of constant new content that is. Having said that, we are developing a fast channel setup for everybody that doesn't know what that means. That means that it's basically when you scroll on TV, you have different channels like channel 1, 2, 3, so forth. All that's going to be divided into different groups. So we're going to have basically stuff getting to crypto, to news, to live streaming stuff, to documentaries, to anything that we want. In doing so, one of the biggest revenue producing parts of what we're going to be doing is also a lot of advertising, and we're going to basically cater to also crypto communities and various different geographical areas to basically partner up and be able to showcase their products, services, and stuff like that on
Ivan,
the television.
if you can keep that brief, I'd like to take the next question from the last investor for today, because we are trying to keep as close to time as possible. No problem. Thank you for that. If you could wrap that up.
Yeah. So basically, that's kind of one of the biggest angles. We are working closely with Animoca brands right now to develop a advertising setup with them, as well as some other major players. But we can talk about that off the call.
Super. Thanks, Ivan. Ragnar, Nana, if you have quick questions, because we're out of time for this particular project.
Okay. All right. A quick question. He just mentioned Animoca. So apart from Animoca, which other VCs are you talking to?
With Animoca, I'll let you go on, Ivan.
Right.
We're talking to Animoca brands for the development of the advertising system and also for the future investments. The project is expanding in terms of how many VCs it's going to reach out to, but we still have to reach out to quite a bit of them. So in terms of who else are we talking to, we have different launch pads, we have different VCs, not too many major VCs at the moment. And I think that's actually a good thing because we're going to be able to expand that as well coming now that the platform is out. Because we needed to wait for the platform to be out to be able to kind of showcase what we're able to do.
Yeah, and with Animoca brands, we also have a project with NFTs around movies. That's confidential. I can give the name of the producer behind this project, but we are also working on it. Yeah.
All right.
That's a lot about content activity. And
all right.
That's
okay.
also
Guys,
the idea.
I'm sorry, that's all the time. We have one last question. If OIG wants to come in with one last question, or we can move on to the next project that's up.
Okay.
Okay, so Ragnar, if there's no question, we can take that later. Ladies and gentlemen, remember that we can continue the conversation online. We will, of course, connect you with the investor for the questions that they want. Mathieu, over to you for them to introduce the next project.
Guys, thank you so much so far. It's been absolutely amazing listening to all of you. So last but not least, we have Patrizio Spitalieri, who is a core team member of Monero and the COO of Slaz. Patrizio, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Nadia. I'm Pat, as Nadia mentioned, and take care of operations at Wallet D. We are an infrastructure playbook to blockchain infrastructure. And just a bit about our background. So we're part of the Monero core team. Our team is also a member of at least the lead maintainer of Monero, the privacy-centric blockchain. And we are open source advocates. So we understand and appreciate and work with quite a large pool of developers, over 700 developers on Monero for the last several years. And through that, we bootstrapped and developed our own non-custodial wallet. It had some success. We garnered just over 4 million users. And we've had some interesting walks with the wallet when Visa and MasterCard shut down their financial rails to war-torn areas like Ukraine. My Monero usage spiked due to our lack of user surveillance that happens. When the Canadian trucker incident happened and the state shut down several bank accounts of protesters, our My Monero app, non-custodial app, spiked in usage due to its privacy and obfuscation measures. So we understand wallets very well, and we're the leaders in open source. A few interesting factoids. The IRS have an open bounty on Monero for whoever strikes any vulnerability or exploit. And there was also an Ask Me Anything on Reddit this week with the Secret Service, who asked the audience if anyone was able to track Monero. So through our Monero research team, through our wallet infrastructure, we understand how to develop that. What are we doing with Wallet D? What is the point? Well, the problem statement is with many in the development space, many wallets in the world, there's no standard. Many wallets crash and burn. We think of Celsius, we think of exchanges like FTX. There's never been a standard. So Wallet D is that infrastructure standard that we are developing. Imagine a library where instead of having 100,000 wallets in the world running their own nodes, running their own assets, imagine pooling all those nodes, all those assets, all those bridges, all those protocols in one open source library. Imagine developers pooling that resource. And instead of taking months, if not years, in developing a wallet or an exchange, all it will take is 2 lines of code, and your wallet will be literally sitting on top of Wallet D infrastructure, leveraging Wallet D's open source ecosystem, running whatever exchange, whatever protocol you need that will identify your wallet or exchange. And instead of worrying about your developers running around focusing on hard forks, soft forks, network upgrades, supporting these various core ecosystem changes, they focus on the secret sauce, the innovative stuff, the stuff that makes and separates wallets and exchanges and other platforms. So we are currently on our alpha stage. We have just launched that and have invited the community to be involved in that. We are backed by Arrington Capital, Big Brain Holdings, and MS2 Capital. We are raising $12 million on a $60 million valuation. And we are currently in partnership with MoonPay to consume Wallet D and to expand that ecosystem. That's the short of it. Over to you, gents and ladies.
Thank you. Opening the floor now to our investor panel. Jason, Ragnar, Mathieu, Nana.
Sure. Sure. I'd love to ask just to begin with. I know that you mentioned Monero a couple of times. Just curious, sort of, what your relationship is with Monero.
So I work with Ricardo Spagni. He's the lead maintainer. He's the CEO of Wallet D. And we own the My Monero app, the non-custodial app with the largest users by order of magnitude.
Understood. Any other questions from anybody else?
Why did you come to 60 million FDV? It's fairly high.
We had a external audit firm, a Web3 audit firm, OpsFi, that helped us out with that. So we have 4 million users currently. So essentially, from a revenue output, we have partners within the Wallet D open source ecosystem that'll make it into a commercial open source ecosystem, and we will get revenue from those partners. And the 4 million users will be plugged on top of Wallet D as a reference implementation to showcase to the world how a wallet can run on 2 lines of code. And through those users and through similar wallets that exist in the world today, we got to that. The valuation was slightly higher than that we got from our audit firm. It went up to 80 million. But we marked it down to 60. Happy to provide those valuation financials for further scrutiny.
Super. Next question, maybe Ragnar.
Yeah, I basically just had a question. Yeah, it's very interesting. The privacy aspect is more relevant than ever. I would definitely like to know more.
Yeah, so
probably.
Okay. Yeah, so the library ecosystem is interesting. I mean, we are sitting with just under 500 million asset users in the world currently, and that's over 14 years. As per Alchemy, as of last year, there were 146,000 downloads per week of libraries from developers. End of last year, 1.5 million downloads a week of libraries. There's no question that developers are the gravity well of us reaching a billion mark within the next 2 to 5 years. But we need to create a standard to accelerate that. And we feel Wallet D and we feel our experience is key to that happening.
Just a quick question. You said that you had 4 million users. Is that specifically for Wallet D for this particular project? You have 4 million active users?
That's specifically for the My Monero wallet that we have 4 million users. So we plan to migrate those users into Slaz, which will be leveraging Wallet D infrastructure.
Super. I think that that does answer the question. And if we have further questions, ladies and gentlemen, we can have those connected with the project. So thank you very much. And Nadia, over to you for the last lap of this event.
Thanks, JP, and thanks everyone for your time today, for the effort that you put into this, and for explaining to us more about the amazing work that you're all doing. In the meantime, while the judges are deliberating to select the winner of today's pitch, I'm going to hand over to Igor from Hacken, our very amazing prize sponsor for today. So Igor, if you could tell us a little bit more about Hacken, yeah, and then we'll reconvene afterwards to announce the winner.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to meet everybody. A lot of great projects. It's a pleasure to be here. Touched on a lot of different topics, which we're very keen on, and that's why we want to participate. Security, data aggregation, and a lot of different things. So Hacken is in the cybersecurity of Web3. We've been on the market going on 7 years. It's 6 years now. We specialize in everything Web3 related, from tokenomics audits to bug bounty program, which we currently have over 23,000 ethical researchers and white hats. We do proof of reserves audits, smart contracts, penetration tests, and CCSS audits. It's a pleasure to meet everybody. Hopefully we can help all you remain secure, and reach out to us. Let us know if there's anything that we can help you with. And I'm wishing best of luck to all the teams. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Igor. I think I know that we have the rest of the judges. I can see a few of them raising their hands. I hope that means, Anish, I know that you have a question that you'd like to ask. Yeah, you can unmute and ask your question. Anish, go ahead.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm Anish, the Chief Marketing Officer of Open Games, and I have been invited over here to pitch. I didn't get the opportunity, so just raising a flag about it. That's all. Don't want to interrupt the session.
All right. Okay. They seems to we may have got a wires crossed on that, Anish. I believe that there has been a selection that was made, and all these specific projects are going for today's program. However, I'm glad that you're here, because when we announce the next one, I'd like to have you on board, and we can also further connect with you to get you into the AdLunam ecosystem and find different ways in which we can help you have the same thing done. Be happy to do that, Anish. Right. Okay, we're going to take a minute for our panelists of investors to select on their best projects. To reach that, we have, of course, Igor. He is already here in the room. And let me see if we can do that. I'm waiting for information from our tech team. In the meantime, let's just give it a minute. Perfect. Okay. All right. So I think that we should have an announcement that's coming out sometime soon. Yep, we have, of course, Ragnar. Martin is still here from Atesis. That's fantastic. Okay. Nadia, I think she's back in the room, and with the announcement for the winner, who's going to get that wonderful prize that Hacken has just announced. Igor, thank you so much. I know we are all eagerly in anticipation of what that announcement is going to be. In the meantime, I would like to invite all of you. In the meantime, I would like to invite all of you for our event that's happening tomorrow, of course, diving into crypto, and followed by another AMA that's going to be happening soon. Few announcements from AdLunam. Our co-founder, Jason, will be speaking at the FinTech Summit in Singapore next week, somewhere around between the 24th and 26th. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are there as well, feel free to catch up with us. They're currently in Dubai, and for those of you that are, both our co-founders, Nathia and Jason, are there as well, doing this as we, yeah. Okay, now, perfect. Right, we have Wow, there's a lot of deliberation going on. My team is telling me there's a lot of deliberation that's going on because it is so difficult. It's never easy. Yeah, it's never easy that to announce one winner in particular because it is, we had some spectacular projects, all of which at various stages, but of course making their successful ways in the Web3 world. So that being said, I think yes, now's the right time. Mathieu, I'm going to hand over to you. I think they're ready with a small announcement. I think we've reached a particular conclusion. Yep, Mathieu, over to you.
Yeah, guys, actually, Atesis Capital, Mathieu had to leave. So what we are going to do to ensure that this is a fair judgment and selection process, we are going to be sharing the last bit of the presentation with him before we make a final decision. So we should have an answer to you very shortly within the next few hours. In the interim, thank you so much. It has been absolutely incredible listening to each and every one of you. I know a little bit about each of the projects and the traction that you've made so far. So it's just incredible to sit here and to be a witness to all of the hard work that all of you have done during this bear market. So yeah, hats off to you. And we will be making the announcement shortly. We will be posting it on social media as well. Thank you so much for joining us here today. And yeah, big round of applause for everyone who participated. You are all absolutely incredible. And thank you for building out this Web3 ecosystem along with all of us.
Mathieu, sorry, just one more quick announcement for those of you that are visiting Bitcoin 2023. Our co-founder and of course CTO is there. Feel free to meet up with Lawrence Hudson. We're there as well. So if you know that the AdLunam universe is expanding just like the universe does, right? Thank you so much, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.